Welcome back. Today we're looking at another level, the organizational level. We're shifting gears. We've looked at the grand challenges that managers are facing and then brought it back or down to the individual level, to understanding ourselves. And then for a number of sessions we looked at how that understanding can inform leadership and teams and excellence in teams. And now we're taking a look at the higher level. Teams operate typically in organizations. And we're looking at how we can make organizations excellent today. To do that, we're using one book. It's one of the management bestsellers of quote unquote all time for the last, let's say, 20, 30 years actually. 20 years. And it's called From Good to Great. It exactly allows us to explore these questions of organizational excellence. So we're going to go through that book, we referenced it before, and try to understand how can we learn from organizations that have managed to go from good or average to great. Just to be clear, the book takes a very methodical approach. It explores and compares organizations that have outperformed the market by 3 times for 15 years to organizations that have been average. The important piece to understand, though, is that these organizations that have outperformed the market before were performing very average. For 15 years, they were performing like the market. So this is the baseline that Jim Collins looks at when deciding which organizations have made the jump from good to great, have become excellent. And it's only 11 organizations that have done that. So he is using a sample of publicly listed businesses in the United States to make the assessment. His claim is that these principles are actually universally applicable. They're not only pertaining to businesses, they're not only pertaining to publicly listed organizations, and they're not only pertaining to American organizations. So please keep that in mind when you're reading this book and see whether and how that is actually possible and is true. Again, the main point for us is here to explore how can organizations be excellent, and how can you as a manager or a future manager be part of that process, assuming that you would rather work for an organization that pursues excellence than being mediocre.